Hey, Fanboy Nation.
This is your pal Daffy Duck, and you're watching.
We're watching Fanboy.
Fanboy, etc.
Fanboy Nation.
I assume Tom.
I'm great. Congratulations on this film. This is very intense.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you for taking time to watch.
Listen, thank you for having me. This is a great film. Congratulations, champ. This is your first time going out, from out of the ring and behind or in front of the camera with Catch the Fair One. Thank you so much for talking to me today. And, Josef, how do I pronounce your last name properly, Josef, by the way?
It's Wladyka.
Wladyka. What made you decide to not only want to partner up with the first-time actor who's a professional boxer, and congratulations on being the current WBA World Champion, but venture out in this fashion, especially with IFC Films?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what made me want to do it, the inspiration was Kaylee, was finally like meeting her in real life. And I at the time, this was in 2017, I was really falling in love with boxing, and that's kind of what brought us together, or how I found her. But one thing, as I started to follow her and understand what she represented, I loved that she used her platform as boxing to kind of speak out on things that she cares about and bring awareness to stuff. And at the time, I was starting to learn about the MMIW crisis in North America. And so, there was an idea of a film germinating, and we started talking about it, and I knew I wanted to fold her into that process, but also the story part of it, and get her perspective and point of view, and then also prepare her to act in it, which as a director, I love working with real people. My first film, it's something that I did with my first film. And for this one, it's a different process of filmmaking that is very fulfilling for me. It helps me it educates me. I always learn something in the process. And so, that's kind of like, really, I mean, she was a lot of the inspiration.
And please fill us in what that initialism means so people will understand the organization that you're working with.
Well, as MMIW just stands for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, or if you see MMIR or MMIP is Missing and Murdered Indigenous Relatives, or Missing and Murdered Indigenous People. And it's just an epidemic that's been since the dawn of time. Our people, our relatives, our sisters, our brothers are being taken from us without explanation and without anyone really making this a big deal outside of Native country. And I just chose to start bringing awareness to things I see in my community that affect me directly. And also I work with young girls. And this affects young women, affects young boys. And it's something that I just wanted to bring awareness, because I was shocked, and I still am shocked at the fact that it's not in mainstream media. You don't see anything, but one white girl goes missing in America, and it's everywhere. So I feel if I have a voice, I need to be a voice for the voiceless. And I had a chance to explore this content in a different realm and kind of different stage with Josef, and I just respected the fact that he was very self-aware that he wanted to tell this important story, but it was through this perspective and the eyes of kind of somebody who knows what that is firsthand.
Right. I can relate to you on that. I'm an Indigenous person from the Middle East that, they've kind of wiped out our records and almost our entire existence. So I know what you're going through in that regard. I can empathize. And thank you for being a part of this community and bringing awareness to it, at least to the rest of society here in the United States. Champ, did this almost feel like a training session, because you have to wait for that delayed gratification to find out if people enjoy the movie on February 11th, instead of, stepping in the ring and knocking somebody out, and getting that instant gratification?
It is, almost is, but I know, just like with my fighting, I fight for a lot more other than myself. It's way bigger than me. And so wasn't this story to tell. It was one of those things that we have the intention of bringing the awareness and having people ask questions. And it's not an answer to the problem, but it's just another way, another avenue, another audience to get this issue out from. So it was never like, oh, I wonder if people like it. It was more or less, did people get the message, whether they like it or not, and they're going to sit down and watch it and then have those conversations. So, did it and put it out to the universe, and whatever will be, it will be.
I'm quite sad that we're running out of time. Catch the Fair One is available through IFC Films on digital platforms on February 11th. But please tell us where we can find both of you on social media, and where we can find this organization if we either want to donate our time or finances to it in order to help these Indigenous people gone missing.
Well, I just encourage people to just first start by understanding what land you occupy. This entire Turtle Island belongs to Indigenous people. So start locally, and, Google tribes near me, find out what tribe, find out if there's a grassroots organization, grassroots meaning a small community organization that may need help or resources. I'm on Instagram at KO_NDNBXR. Twitter, I'm a loose cannon, KO Reis 86. And then Facebook, it's KO-Kaylee Reis. I'm a little bit more PG-13, just to keep people updated on things that I find out, my fighting, films, etc.
Yeah, and I'm not on social media, but that's just a personal choice for my own mental health these days.
You're smarter than the rest of us.
Really, the necessary evil, unfortunately.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I wish we had more time. Hopefully I'll meet you face to face and I get to sing ringside at one of your next fights.
Absolutely. Thanks for having
through.
us. Yep.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.